Well, I hadn't really started yet. I was just going to say we've got a immunocompromised people here, and so I need to ask everybody to please wear a mask. If you don't have one, I think Barbara can give you one. That would be you guys without masks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, Dennis.
I'll be able to hear you.
We'll be able to hear you. You'll be able to hear us.
Yes, they removed these.
How's it feeling? How's it?
Was it last time?
It was really knocked down over the weekend through yesterday. So much better. Thank you.
They removed one. That's good. Right?
I guess we can get started here now.
Good. Yeah.
This is the Village of Mamaroneck Board of Architectural Review meeting for October 20th. And we went out a couple things, the fire exits in the event of an emergency. I'm also going to ask everyone to please turn their cell phones onto mute or whatever, so that if, you know, it's really awkward if it starts ringing while somebody's trying to make their application. We do not have the full board tonight. One person is excused. So there's just the four of us. If and you need a majority of those voting to pass. So if you don't like those odds, then you could come back when there's a full board without prejudice. And I'll introduce the board. There's Cindy Lee, Yvonne Levin, Andrew Wolowitz, and I'm Bill Binzer. If there's interested parties or neighbors in the audience that wish to comment or have questions or something, I'll try to remember at the end of the applications to ask for that. But if I forget, which happens sometimes, please don't hesitate to make yourself known. If we have a lot of speakers, as we've had on occasion, we may have to limit it to a minute each, but we'll be informal if there aren't a lot of people talking. And with that, I think we can get started. Relative to the approval of the minutes from September 6th, do we have enough people here who were there, Barbara?
I don't have them in front of me, but it says who was here and something tells me no, because I don't think were you not here? Was
I
that
was
just
not here
Larry
on
and
the
the
6th.
ladies?
Just the two of us with Larry that.
Right,
Yeah,
so,
so
okay,
you
can't do
guys
that.
Just past that, so.
So we still have to defer the 6th.
Okay.
And the 22nd, though, we do have people,
Yes.
we can vote on those. So,
I'll make a motion.
okay, and,
A second.
Yeah.
okay, any opposed?
Yep.
Okay,
I wasn't here.
technically you're supposed to waive reading them too, but I guess that was implicit in
Sorry.
your,
Yes.
okay. And with that, I guess we can get started. We have old business first. And so that would be 429 English Place.
Extra mask.
Good evening, I'm Emily. I'm here with SunPower. We're back here tonight because we're looking to install a 14.53 kilowatt grid-tied roof-mounted solar system at 429 English Place. As requested, we did remove the 4 panels that are sitting at the front of the house to the back, making it more 2
Yeah.
Yes.
It looks really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that looks great.
It looks great. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for listening
Yes,
and
thank
trying
you.
to accommodate it.
Yeah,
It looks good.
yeah, and I think for the homeowners, it'll look better too, so.
I appreciate it.
Do you have any comments?
Nope.
I don't have any comment.
Does anybody in the audience have any comments?
Can you please speak louder? None of us can hear.
Okay, that's a comment. I guess I will try to talk louder. But yeah, they had been here before. We'd asked them to relocate a couple of panels in front of the house for aesthetic purposes. They've done so. And so that's pretty much where we are. Okay,
So I motion.
A second?
okay, Cindy,
Yes.
Yvonne,
Yes.
Andrew,
Yes.
and I'm good as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Aye. Yes, yeah.
Once here.
Okay.
Yep.
Mm,
Okay, so we can move on to new business now. And the first application is 1040 Nautilus Lane. Good evening.
Well.
Yes.
We had some issues with our plan set at the
You
time.
withdrew it, this one, yeah.
The racking system was incorrect, and also the building inspector wanted to see obstructions labeled as well as ground access points. We updated both of those. I just wanted to see the plans that you have. I heard there was a little discrepancy.
I've done with 5 new plans. That hasn't changed. The layout hasn't changed at all. But what's the racking system? Yep, see, so those are,
So this is the wrong plan.
well, it's still the same layout, but just the racking, it's a ballast system.
Okay, I want to make sure I don't get them mixed up, because if this is not good, you should take it away.
The one I just gave you?
No, this is one you just gave me.
Okay, the old one. I'll take that.
But I don't want to, we have to stamp them. I don't want to stamp the wrong ones.
mhm.
This, or
I don't need.
that doesn't matter.
Okay, sure.
Perfect.
So yeah, you should see the material a little bit further here. There's a flat roof.
And we're using this ballast system. The max pitch on that is 9. And again, it's a flat roof and where they're located on the house. From the road, everything is black on black. And,
Yeah.
those
Yeah, well, from an architectural review board perspective, the fact that you can't see them makes it fairly easy for us. So the only question really is if you meet the building department requirements. And, and it works from an access and so forth perspective, and I with that now. At least, but that's sort of that's beyond our purview anyway, so, I mean, we're just gonna be, approving it from, impact on the community appearances and so forth, and since you can't see them well, it's probably not a big issue. Anyway, any comments?
Mm-mm.
So just remember, all the roofs, all the panels are on the flat roof, not visible from the street.
Yeah.
Fine, that's the architectural
Yeah.
standpoint.
Yeah, and that's it.
Okay.
There's not much to do.
All
Okay.
right, I'll make a motion.
I second.
Okay, and Cindy,
Yep.
Yvonne,
Yes.
Andrew. say yes.
Yes, yes, I'm sorry, yes,
Okay.
yes, I approve.
Me as well. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Next is 800 Rushmore Avenue.
Put it in the file. Yeah. Good evening.
So I'm going to be recusing myself from this one, so, you know, because you were the architect for our house. And I'll just confine myself to board type comments. And
Okay, no
you
problem.
guys
Yeah.
will handle the our stuff.
So good evening, one more time, Mark Gazda, Maria Malizia, and we own 800 Rushmore Avenue. We also doing the project there, so the project was already approved previously.
Right.
We're proposing some changes, so just a quick overview. There's no change to footprint, there's no change to style of the house. We're making the house actually a little bit smaller. I guess there's many reasons for it, one of them is financial. Everything is so expensive that when we got to like 70% ready completion, we realized that we have to adjust a little bit. So basically, the living area stays the same. We were able to adjust a couple of bedrooms, that became a little smaller. We lost one, so now it's one less. And originally, so originally, we were at 7,553 square feet. And after these changes, and we'll see what the changes are, we are at 6,996. So increased by that amount. So I can just walk you through the change that initially.
Maybe the easiest is to see always on the 3D because
Yeah.
most houses are difficult on elevations. But on the left side of the house, there used to be a double level that now we bring down. It's a little bit higher first level, just to balance our volumes.
Yes.
And everything else stayed the same, so the door is still the same, all this is the same. It's
Yes.
just a change, and that also causes some changes on the other elevation, so.
So
there-
here,
So that's the front.
Yeah. front elevation is what you saw on the sketch, otherwise nothing changes. No big, no changes here.
There's one window.
One
There used to be-
window
there
less,
used to be
I think.
three, one was here, was removed just
Oh,
because of the
okay.
layout, because since we made the room a little smaller, there was no room to put a bed in there. Now on the rear,
On the side elevation, as you can see, this is the volume that you see in the front, which is a family room. And we made it higher, as I said, to balance our volume. So we did another row of windows
Yeah.
here.
these windows here were existing, we're keeping them, just replacing them with new windows. So now because the ceilings are higher, the
Yeah.
window
The
is
window was
unbalanced.
low.
So we added a transom on top of
Yeah.
it to bring light in and to balance the wall from the inside, from the outside. And
Other change is that in the back, we had a stretched balcony that we're giving up.
it was
Yeah.
basically not accessible because there's no.
There
doors
was just
anyway.
one door that you could.
So we
Yeah.
removed it and
Right.
helped a little bit with the cost. And I think at the end of the day, besides the main reason for it, I think the balance is better, in my opinion.
Yeah, we're happy with
Yeah.
Because it was a
the
little
new
bit-
result.
Yeah, I just didn't see the first floor plan. I mean, I'm sure you have
I
it.
have it, I have it.
It wasn't
Yes.
presented. I didn't know what it was,
Yes.
you know,
Okay,
so
I can,
it's right there.
show you.
Wait just a second.
I know that's the second.
We have this.
Yeah,
Yeah, because the first floor actually
it's the
has
family.
no change whatsoever. So
Yeah,
that's why
yeah.
we didn't take it. Yeah.
right. Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to
To see how we. looked
know
on the
what it
first floor.
was. I didn't know what it was because you didn't show a first
Right,
floor
because
plan.
there was no change, right?
Yeah.
But we will show you.
So first floor,
You have it. You have to submit it
so
anyway.
first floor, everything here stayed the way it was originally designed. But what we did is, the garage used to be 24 feet. So we pulled that wall forward a little bit, but those are interior changes. So we were able to put one more small bedroom in here. So total, we lost one because
So we lost bedrooms because we don't have the second floor upstairs.
Yes,
But
right.
then we gained one downstairs.
So we
We're
used-
still
we used to
losing
have-
one, but
we used to have 2 bedrooms on the
Okay,
first
yeah.
floor, and on the second was master and 5. Now we have 3 bedrooms on the first floor, and on the second is master and 3. So, you know,
but all this layout was exactly the same: living room, kitchen, dining room, and family.
I don't have any questions.
Questions or comments from the board?
Quite a bit
Any
before we came in.
comments, questions from the audience? Okay. All right, then.
Yeah,
let's-
I'll make a motion.
Okay,
Second. Okay, you go.
okay, okay, and
Yes.
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 Okay, I'm good with it too. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
I need to sign it.
Um,
It doesn't matter.
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, Bill, you were recused, so you should
I'll
not sign.
sign it, sure, yeah.
Sure.
Good night.
Let me get this signed.
Okay,
Silverland. Yeah, we have to sign it. Am I on the
next
right
up
thing?
is 360 Mount Pleasant Avenue.
Hi there.
Hello?
Propose an awning recover for Silver Kitchen and Bath on 360 Mount Pleasant Avenue, store D.
Mhm, mhm.
What else do I need to tell you? that?
I have one question, I think. Well, I have one question, one issue. My question is this size a direct replacement for the awnings that are there now?
I'm not sure I understand.
You're just recovering it, right? It's just
Yeah,
new
well,
material.
There's 2 awnings there now. These are different awnings. Are they the same size?
They are different awning, and they are same size.
Same size, okay. The other thing is you're not allowed to have your telephone number on it.
We can,
That's what I
See it,
thought.
can I be some to this? Is this okay if I change to,
Yes, that's fine.
that's fine, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You took off the white line too. Is that intentional? This has a white line here. This does not.
I don't know, that's what, we have another, so can I have the white line?
This one has the white line.
Right, this one. No,
You
can I have the white
you can
line?
have the white line.
So we've got the white line and no telephone.
No
number.
telephone number.
Okay, but this one is missing the address, but it only says 360D.
Right, so which one can I Can I have the white line?
You can have the white line. yes.
Can I have
But
the
I
white
gotta, I
line?
gotta stamp something. I don't know what you want me to stamp. We
Why
can,
don't we
if
just
this, if you're okay
circle
with this
the,
one, we can just say that, you know, what the address is gonna be. if
Right.
That's what you're trying to say.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, well, we'll take these 2 together.
Thank you, sir.
I just have a question. though.
Okay, but she has a question, wait, we're not done. That's just trying to straighten out what we're doing here.
The kind of the projection, it says 24 inches, right?
Right,
I thought, and you please correct me if I'm wrong, isn't it 18 the maximum allowed? Or,
What does the application say? Is the page where they put in all their numbers?
Is there a page?
yeah,
They
it says,
it's kind of a projection,
it says
Just
24
technical
inches, not to exceed 18 inches.
Yeah,
just a technical question.
Is it an existing framework?
it is existing.
It is. Are you
Chair.
just changing?
hang on, the
Okay,
little box.
Dennis.
Dennis,
Hey, Dennis?
Hi, so the frame is already existing there.
Yeah.
And they're just adding the canvas on the existing frame.
Mhm.
So that I don't think that is
Yeah.
an issue. And for stamping, as for stamping something, if you just cross off the number, I'll make note of it. So then we have to get another rendering and come back again.
Okay, all right, that's good. You can't see them. He has other ones here, but they're struggling with getting it right. But it'll be, I think it's just one that's in the package. It just won't have the phone number. So I'm crossing out the phone number. Okay. All right, I think we've got this sorted out and it's black.
It's
Right.
This is maybe.
It's navy blue, actually.
Navy blue, it says, right?
All right, if you say so.
It says here,
It's this
I'm
color.
reading.
I know, but I'm looking at it.
Oh.
Oh.
Let me see. Wait, it's
Yeah,
green.
it's a very dark blue. Midnight.
Yeah, you're special. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that-
very dark.
That definitely looks black, but that's, I mean, neither
Okay.
But see,
really.
this
are
is
none of
blue.
that.
This is blue.
Yeah. Yours is blue?
Mhm.
It's dark though.
Okay. There we go.
Okay. All right,
It's blue and white,
Yeah.
really, not just blue.
yes,
Mhm.
okay, I think we got it.
Okay.
All right. All right, any comments from the board? No.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Other than the comments we've already had. Anybody in the audience? All right,
Okay.
let's vote.
I
Somebody?
motion. It's done.
I'll second.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Oh, no, sorry.
You got to vote.
Yeah.
She voted.
I did.
Oh.
You voted.
Yes.
Yes,
I said
yes, okay.
We'll leave this over
All
there.
right. Thank you. Having too much fun with this one. All right.
You're good now.
Good.
That's good.
White line and all.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very
You're
much.
welcome.
No telephone number.
No telephone.
Right.
Bye now.
Okay, 151 Mamaroneck Avenue.
Bathroom from Body Science Motor. We are proposing a sign for the agency. It's a red background with white letters.
Mhm.
And I'm here to see if you have any questions for me.
I do.
Go ahead.
I see the facade and it stops shorter than the whole rectangle, existed rectangle. And I wonder if that looks odd. Like the other, on the other side, you have, there's another.
Stands the whole thing, right?
Yeah, my question was, would it look better maybe covering the whole rectangle?
Make them sort of the same.
Yeah, and then it matches the other one because
Mhm.
we have approved the other
funny.
one
Right.
also, which is not that one, it's a new one. And they covered the whole width.
If it was me getting it, yes, I will stand it on the way because we cover the border.
Yeah.
It will look the same as the one on the right.
Uh-huh,
So if you're okay standing it, I will
Yeah.
present it to my customer and then
yes,
I think they will agree with.
Okay.
Okay.
yes, I think it
Good.
would
I
look
agree
good.
with you.
I
It
think,
will look
I think we
sure
can
nice.
approve it with the proviso that you extend it to cover the, not have it awkwardly end there and just be this, the full length of the panel. And,
Yes.
we'll just write that on it and that's fine.
Okay, you guys okay to stand it on the way to
Yeah,
cover the
I think-
border?
Mhm.
Yes, so we would look the same as
The same
the
as the
other
one,
Yeah,
one.
right,
same as
okay.
the-
Yeah.
as the kickboxing one on
Right,
the other side,
Right,
yeah.
right.
Exactly.
Okay. Any
Anything
other
else?
questions or comments from the
I
board?
just wanted to say Chatsworth.
It's the Chatsworth building.
Yeah.
You know, it's the old Chatsworth.
Right, it's the.
I don't think anyone here, I don't think he understands.
The
it.
antique store.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes,
Of course we know that.
yes.
He's so funny, no one remembers
Anyone
that.
in the audience that wants to have any questions or comments? Okay,
It's fun
All
to
right,
go rooting
I'll make a
around
motion.
in there.
okay.
Second,
Okay, Andy, let me get this.
Yes.
Yes,
yes.
Okay, I'm good too. Okay.
Okay.
Is that approved with the proviso? It has to be stretched?
Yes.
Okay,
I have to come back here, right?
no.
No, you don't have to, unless you don't want to, unless you for some reason decide that you have some reason you don't want to extend it, then you should come back. Okay.
bring the new renderings, right?
Yeah, they can get emailed to me.
Okay, great. Thank you.
yeah, thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Bye now.
Bye.
Take a picture and send it to Sam. Yeah, Sam's a good friend of mine.
Don't fix it.
We're done.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's the Sam version.
120 Osborne Avenue.
I'm just here, but I'm just waiting, our architect is pulling up, so.
Okay, so we'll defer you to the end then, okay? No problem.
I'm moving quickly.
Yeah, we are. 151 Highview then.
Evening.
Evening.
Well, High view, I don't have.
This is what it should look like. We actually caught that on Monday.
Mhm.
I have more copies. if you
Yeah.
guys want some.
No need. I've seen it, yeah.
Here it is.
Yeah,
Okay,
'cause
so
that one,
instead of
it
looking
has a
like,
line through it for some
Right,
reason.
yeah.
That's not supposed to be.
instead of looking like this, it's a solid block, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you had sent that a few days ago. Yeah.
Yeah, we actually caught that on Monday. and
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened. but,
Yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah.
So as I recall, as I recall, you were here previously. Is that right?
No, it was not.
Oh, I see.
No, it didn't get presented.
Oh,
it didn't
Nobody
get-
showed up.
Oh,
Yeah,
no one
nobody
showed
showed
That's
up.
what it
Yeah,
was.
of course.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Okay,
Yeah, that's why that's familiar.
let me see. Oh, I know where this place is. Yes. All
Okay,
right, so, and as I recall, right, this is very set back too. Right,
yeah.
Well, I like how straightforward that
In fact, I
looks.
think there was another.
Oh,
house
yeah,
a few
very,
doors
very
Right.
nice.
oh, yeah.
I'd seen,
Yeah,
yeah.
we actually did that one.
Yeah.
A couple houses down.
Yeah,
okay.
and it's
It's
a
done
very
clean
similar
rectangle.
situation
Yep.
and condition on the side
Right,
like that.
so that was not right. It's
Yeah,
all
It looks
together.
like, it looks like it's in these.
Right.
Yeah, no, I understand.
All right, well, are there any questions?
No, for me.
No.
Pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
It's just a block of
Yeah,
panels on the side.
yeah.
All right, any questions, comments from the audience there? All right, well, this is, it's straightforward, like the other one. It's, what else? Yeah, yeah.
because, I don't know why.
Yeah. Okay, well, it's good to get it, got it corrected, so.
I motion.
I second.
I'll say yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you guys. Have one.
Uh-huh.
thank you.
You.
Good time.
Wait, what's this? Yours?
I don't
Yeah,
know
sure.
mine.
Let's see what that is. On this far by.
Oh,
Okay. It's not stapled into the package. Okay, then we have 721 Soundview.
Yeah, just rip it.
Mhm.
Which must be solar panels.
Yeah, okay.
Hello. Good evening.
Which one is it? 721.
It's a little hard to hear you too, actually.
Okay.
So I'm here for Empower Solar.
Right.
I'm here to propose 37 solar panels for 721 South.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, you're going to present more or okay. I have.
Take it or leave it.
Yeah, I had asked for some photos that you provided. They were very helpful, that Barbara asked you. Because I wanted to understand and understand the whole roof. Because when we understand the massing and how those panels are reflected, we see the impact on the facade and the neighborhood and all that. So that's the reason why I requested to see. And the photos were they weren't very clear, at least I couldn't understand it. And so the photos helped me a lot because I had some comments on the front.
These photos?
Actually, I have them here, if you like to.
Yeah, I'd like to see. 'em, 'cause I'm
Yes,
not
let
sure.
me open it.
here, there's some additional.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, I see.
She printed them.
Oh, no.
I see.
Okay. Great. No, they were very helpful because there are some panels over here, right in the front. You have this, that they change. Yes.
Aesthetics for me is very
And I
important,
was
so
one-
I want something that is as parallel as equidistant from
Right.
the corners. And this was just for them to maximize.
Yeah,
Without being too aesthetically changing.
yeah. My question is this.
Mhm.
I wanted to understand these two roofs here.
There is a tree and I don't want to touch the tree, so I don't want to, there is no point in putting anything on that side of the house because it's gonna be in the shade at all times. So that's why that what you're showing is just not gonna work, unfortunately.
Because of the trees.
Yeah, there are three big trees. So, I mean, if I could, I would do it because I think it's, yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
So, I mean, if I could, this is something I would definitely do, but,
So that middle edge of that higher roof is much more shaded than the lower roof, 6 feet away? In other words, this roof here is lower than this
No,
roof.
so this is the higher roof. So
Oh, I guess that is.
this is, this is,
Oh, I see.
this is this, and this is that.
Oh, I see.
So right now,
Okay.
you need to turn this.
No, no, I
yeah,
understand, I understand. that.
Exactly, that's, now you're looking at it the same way.
Yeah, yeah. So this,
So this is west, this is east, and then this tree is completely covering south east.
oh, I see.
Therefore,
So
the
this
sun
roof
is not
doesn't,
gonna do it.
you can't, you're saying?
Yeah, plus the thing is as well, they told me, which makes sense, is, you know, all this is now considered access to the panel, so it cannot, you could not even cover, supposedly, I mean, again, I'm not.
Well, I mean,
but I mean,
you could put some, but you
I
can't.
could put some, but.
But you can't.
Yeah, well, we're talking about 3 panels. What about this other roof? That
So
one.
this is something that I
You're
wanted.
saying this is the worst.
So basically the sun is kind of covering that. So if in the future I could put it here, maybe I would, but what them and I push them quite a lot to have, you know, square on square, rectangle on rectangle. So this is a square, we try to
Yeah,
do a square much.
that
This
is
is a
nice.
rectangle.
Yes.
This is just, it was just to maximize as much as possible. And as I said, you know, you can see this tree here is the one that's covering kind of like that.
Mhm.
I don't think it's money well spent to put anything here for now. You know, if there is a storm and the tree falls, maybe I'll consider it, but for now, I want to do something that is as easy as square rectangle as possible.
And is there any way from the designer standpoint, that in the back, which it wouldn't be as important if they had all changed direction, that it could be in landscape, all the ones in the back, and maybe
Oh.
get, right now you have 10, maybe you could get 12 there,
Oh, I would love
and then
that.
you just be one down.
I mean, I would love that, but
And then
I
you
think
would have to-
we've tried that
Yeah.
already.
I don't think they will fit.
So you mean turn those, so I've honestly, I told them like, let's have as many as we can and reduce.
Right.
But I think they tried everything they can. So this was to maximize while still
Is
be
there
as
another pen?
rectangle. Oh, you want to measure?
Can I buy your pen a second? I'm just curious. I assume these are,
Mhm.
I mean, these look pretty much like they're.
And also
Well, it
I
looks-
selected black panels, so it will be, it's black on gray, so it's less.
Yeah.
Visible. Mhm.
I would, yeah.
Yeah. I see, because you probably
Yeah,
only
it's not
get
a full-
3.
Mhm.
Right now there's 10.
They're black on black, or
Yeah,
black
they're
on
black,
gray.
so-
you
Black
say.
and
So
gray.
You don't see the,
No, you don't
The
see
borders
those little
at all?
white lines.
let me
So if
see.
you go on the last page of
Yeah, let me look at the.
Oh, no,
I can,
here, you can see it
oh,
here.
no, no, no.
So, you know, they're
Ah,
fully
uh-huh,
black
yeah.
and there is not
Yes.
that white line
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the middle.
that
I don't
helps.
like that. I would not want to
There's
put
no
that.
one.
So there is a new technology that allows the black on black.
Uh-huh, yeah, yeah,
So now it's just like a rectangle, rectangle.
yes. that-
I don't think there is a way to get more panels.
And if you find a way to put more, I'll take it, but I don't think we've tried, I think we've tried everything else and that was the only way.
It was the best option we had.
Yeah. I mean, the guys came twice, they took those pictures, they measured extensively.
You were saying rotating them in the back?
Yeah, I just mapped that out though. It'd be too wide to get 12 instead of 10. 12 landscape instead of 10.
I understand you need to leave those space on the side.
Yeah, it would hit the chimney.
Mhm, yeah, right.
That's a good idea.
Right. You get 12 like that, won't you?
On which one?
If you, well, I do it very, very quickly.
Oh, that's the back.
Yeah, I'm saying here.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but you have 10, 2, then you would be one short, right?
I mean, if I remember correctly, I pushed them to try to do that because this is my higher roof facing east, so that's my best roof. They said they can, so.
This one, this one?
That's what they told me.
Yeah, because this is south.
I don't think.
Yeah, exactly, you're right.
Get 4.
This is
Yeah.
south.
You'd have to get 3 rows of 4 in landscape. I don't think you can get 4.
Yeah, I just did it quickly.
Yeah, but I think they're a
Maybe.
little wider than they are
Okay.
long. and I don't think
All
you
right.
can-
It's always worth looking at it.
Yeah, I like, I'm OCD on those things. I like when it's like.
Okay. Or a company ought to make like dummy things you could put in to fill in those gaps so that it came out rectangle, you know?
Yeah, I wish they would make them just square, so it'd be easier to just put them on the roof rather than
Yeah.
rectangles.
Yeah, okay, well,
Or even.
and
even
the,
by 1
let
by
me
2.
see. This one is the lower roof. Okay, yeah, no, I understand where it's going.
Yeah, the lower roof,
At
yeah.
the end, it will be a
Exactly.
bit shorter.
And then the fact that it's actually within,
I
you
get
don't see so much that if it was sticking out, right? Because it's
Mhm,
within the,
yes.
and it's gonna be like a couple of inches.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Any
All right.
questions or comments?
No,
or
I have
Anybody from the audience? Okay, somebody want a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Somebody else want to come on?
Oh, second.
Okay, Andrew,
Yes.
I'm okay.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you
Okay.
for
All right, well,
presenting the
we appreciate
photos.
You
Thank you.
tried.
No
It's
problem.
a shame it's got that. It's not as neat as
If I,
it could
if I
be.
could
Yes.
have,
Yeah.
We don't want to take a tree down, it's true. We don't want. No, no, not trees.
thanks, Wes.
Okay, thanks. Have a
Okay,
good night.
thank you.
Okay. And then we have 313 North Berry Avenue.
You're not present.
Oh, God, what is it?
Hi,
Hello.
my name is Kate Cohen, and I'm representing Sunblue Energy for 313 North Valley.
Okay.
And we want to install 38 panels on that home. It's going to be on different roofs, and the only ones facing the street are two of them.
There's no rendering, right? This is the best there is.
So this is the front on the left? That's the front of the house?
Correct.
Got it.
So on this one, it's
It's here.
correct.
Yeah, yeah, it's like that.
I saw somewhere a better picture of this, but I don't know where it is. This.
There's only one photo
Yeah,
of
here it
the
is.
house,
Here's
right?
here's a sort of a rendering.
front.
Yeah, no, I
This is
understand.
the rendering.
Yeah,
Yeah, so this is the front. It's got these low ends here on this roof here. And then
Right.
these go back up that roof.
all right.
Yeah.
So there's the 9 in portrait and the 6 in landscape.
Yeah.
Yeah, on this one, I also was trying to understand the massing of the roof.
Yeah.
I tried to look on Google, it wasn't clear at all. I'm still not clear about the roof, the whole massing of the roof to see. Sometimes, if you could,
It's very hard to tell from the
Move.
pictures if they're on different planes or if they're not.
exactly. It's important for us to understand the massing of the roof and in which the panels are going to be located.
Okay.
And I had a hard time understanding. I don't know if you
Is it-
get a good
Here,
picture of it.
Do you have any better pictures, maybe? This one here is this, it's hard to tell because if this roof's higher or this roof's higher or if this,
Yeah, you see, I was trying to understand the roof.
Looks like
Yeah.
they're pretty much in plane, right? Maybe just a little bit off.
Here they are.
What is, you looking across the street from the?
That's a point.
I understand that picture's up, okay.
No,
so here you can see it on here. It's this is the one roof. And this is the other. So it looks like these are on the same plane here. See, this is
I
that
didn't
same-
No, I understand. Yeah.
This is this.
No, I understand.
Uh-huh.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I don't understand the picture next to it, which shows a bunch of trees, or I don't know what that is, but, okay.
Oh, that's just showing the other side of the house,
That's across the
looking,
street.
uh,
Oh, the neighbor.
like, you see these little yellow bushes on the one that you can see
Yeah.
they're on the same planes? Well, in the other one, you can see those little bushes on the left of the bottom photo.
I'm thinking about what's-
Oh, that's across the street.
Oh,
Sorry,
so-
I'm
okay,
sorry.
so-
So looking at
across
this
the
plan
street.
here.
It's up there.
I'm sorry, I forgot your name.
Kim.
Kim. Where's the edge of the house?
Yeah, that's hard to see. I was trying to do it here. but-
Okay, now, explain to me what you mean by the edge.
If I walk along here, when do I fall off?
Oh, okay. We have one that has, maybe it's not perfect, but
No, but I meant on this, show me where the edge of the house is.
okay, so it should be, see where it has this 3-foot setback? We have to set it back from there. So this is the edge right along here.
So there's no, so the house isn't drawn in. You're saying it's here.
No, it's this line right here.
Then why does it say 3 feet from here to some space out in space here?
Where the- yeah. Well, those are not part of the house. I'm not sure what ground access point. We could
Yeah,
put something on that.
I think we're gonna need something that shows the roof, the things on the roof, not just the things and, by the, engineering wise. You got a bunch of them here, but we kind of need to know where they are on the roof. And you can't do that unless you actually draw in the roof.
So like, in other words, this sort of a thing isn't good? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I don't know. You need three feet, but it's 3 feet from where?
Yeah,
This has it
but-
from 3 feet into something that's 6 inches off the edge of the house. And then what are these things? I don't even know what these are. They stick out past that. So is this, and if you look at that, it looks like they're very close to the edge of the roof. And if you look at this, so if this is close to the edge of the roof, what's all this? We need to know where the roof is.
Okay, so this is what I'm understanding from looking at this drawing, okay? Is that, you see, this roof sticks out a little bit more from this roof. So this,
It doesn't in the picture.
see, yes, see, I can see it in that picture that you see that one roof is sticking, is a little bit further. One roof is set, one part of the building is set back a little bit further than the other part of the building. Yeah, it's just a little, it's coming a little bit more over towards the front of the house, and the other one isn't quite as far. Let me see, if I've got the picture.
Almost about a foot, just under, or 3 feet.
I know it's hard to see because of this coloring here, but you can
Okay, well,
see that
we-
it sticks out a little bit
To be
more.
honest, you don't have a drawing of the roof. You don't have very good pictures. You're asking, to take a lot on faith here.
Okay, well, hang on a second.
That's not really the way they are.
If you don't mind.
Right, though, you know what I mean? It's a very pretty.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like I
Yeah.
understand it. I didn't think that both sides would need the 3-foot access on every roof block.
That's correct. That's exactly how it is. And that's what that is, those access roads.
No, I'm
are.
saying, but I'm surprised that it needs it. So you're being pinched on. I think the only panel, the only roof area that's gonna be in question is the fact that you have the 9 in portrait on the
Uh-huh.
left,
Right.
right?
Uh-huh.
That you have facing the street, you have
Mhm.
one roof in landscape and one roof in
Mhm.
portrait,
Mhm.
and they're right near each other. And it seems, I do, it seems to me that there's excess access. And you could have probably turned around the ones that are in portrait to be in landscape,
I don't think they fit, just going off of these.
because those two roofs look like they're almost together. In other words, like you could step from one to the other.
Right.
They're really, it's just that one eave protrudes past the section that's set back a little bit. And so I just wonder whether you could have gotten,
And it's also in other words, whatever that step down is from one roof to another,
Yeah.
there is a difference. Okay,
okay, because you
then
can't.
it's requiring that, in other words, there could be a fireman walking up this roof,
Right.
and there could be one walking up that roof, and they are on it. There's a step there.
Okay,
and it probably exceeds 18 inches.
I see, because that we cannot tell from the drawings.
Yeah, right.
That there's such a difference, because when you look at the picture, they almost look like they're inflamed.
Yes,
The
right.
Previous one, which was certainly not inflamed.
Yeah. Don't,
Yeah,
So you do have a few of these. These are all facing upright and these are the sides in one with paper. But right here, you could see that it comes up just. That's the front roof.
This is, I'm not sure what I'm.
I think you're looking down towards the
Down?
street.
Where am I standing? Where am I
At
standing?
the top of the,
Here?
at the top, yeah,
Like
at
here?
the bridge of it, yep. So you're looking down at the front roof at the
Mhm.
street. So that's the little lip of it coming up and out.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it is
Yes.
a bit of a.
You see, I guess what I'm not understanding is like on the previous project, right, there's an axis on one side. And it doesn't require the double axis on both sides.
I think the engineer just did that to.
Well, that's what
maximize
I'm
the
wondering is if
space.
you had reduced all your access space, could you have gotten in the panels, enough panels in landscape so that the two halves of the house match?
Or conversely, can these be in portrait?
Or those be in portrait, exactly.
that's the whole point when we're asking about what it looks like.
Yeah.
For us to see, is there a possibility of maybe, rotating panel, relocating them, so they look better? So that's the whole reason for asking,
Mhm.
If we put the left
And
one in.
make sure that,
Here's, I don't want to draw on this one.
If the left one goes to landscape.
In other words,
we wouldn't be
I
able to
know
put as
exactly,
much.
yeah.
Yeah, if these went this way,
right?
and then these lined up and just started the same, here and lined up. And then they wound up where you wound up here, it'd be a little shorter back here. Then it would look like when you looked at it from the street, these would line up and they would all be the same and it wouldn't look
Much
as
better.
messy as I think what we're trying to
Mhm.
suggest.
Okay.
This
Um,
was the design that maxed efficiency, so. to
I
put
don't- I
the
think it'd
left
be
side
the
on
same,
landscape-
same number of panels.
I don't know.
I
did
don't-
do this one, but,
I don't think so. The way these panels,
'cause this would only fit
It-
like 3 rows there, or 4 rows.
Yeah, they-
maybe 8 versus 9.
because of the size of the because of the way.
No,
the
no,
panels-
I'm not changing these. I'm just shifting them down a tad.
Oh, yeah, no, though, it's
And these,
we wouldn't be able to fit
these
as
there's only,
many.
there's only 6 of.
Yeah, that roof is.
So I think
exponentially
you, since it looks like you got room for 6.
We might have 5, we might be able to get 5 on there that way, possibly.
The way it's drawn, it looks
Um,
like you could easily get 6. These are probably not drawn correctly because I think they're a little wider than they are long, but these are drawn longer than they are wide. It's not a very good drawing, you got to admit.
Well, these are the 400-watt modules, so they, they're shaped.
Well, if this is accurately shaped, you could certainly get the same number in portrait, if this drawing's right. But I don't know if I'm confident that your drawing's right, but if your drawing's right, you can obviously get 6 in portrait. Right? Because these are much narrower than they are long.
I'm gonna make a recommendation that they try to rework it.
Okay, so I see this, the distance here is only 10 feet 6 inches, so each panel is 6 feet long. It would only fit 4 across and you wouldn't be able to fit that next row of panels to do in portrait.
When, I don't know what you're talking about.
For the smaller roof, this length is only 10. So to put them in portrait, 6 feet down, you wouldn't have enough room for another panel.
No. I'm talking just lining them up this way, not
Like
2
this.
rows of them,
You just want like 4 across.
6 across.
Like that? Okay, that's a different
Or
scale.
5 across,
5 or 6.
but
across.
just to make it look the same.
Like this, maybe?
Yeah,
Okay,
we
we don't know if we're gonna be able to get as many panels as the client wants up there, because of course they want as many as possible, but
It looks like you can
I-
fit 6.
I know,
Based
that's
on the
why I'm
dimensions.
trying to get the dimensions of, and I can't.
Okay, well, I think what we need is, first of all, I think we need a drawing that actually shows the roof. And we need some better, and some better pictures so we can see what's going on. And then I think we need to have these drawn to accurate scale so we can see what's going on. You're saying, I think you're saying these are different than those, maybe they are.
No, no,
They're
they're the
supposed to
same.
be the same?
Well, if they're the
Oh,
same,
they're
they're
drawn
not, you see, they're not drawn right. They're drawn differently, so you can't even tell. These are drawn these are drawn long and narrow, and these are drawn sort of short and squat.
So in the past, many times we've asked the designer to go back, talk about it with their client, try to arrange it so that there is consistency across the roofs, and then bring it back to us in a future, in a
Yeah, we're
next
less
meeting.
concerned here in the back, but in the
Yeah.
front, where as you can see from the pictures, it's fairly visible.
Oh, it's very visible. I mean,
Yeah,
I've been there.
and so.
Yeah,
Fine,
it is very visible because it's the pitch is
Yeah,
quite,
So what we're
you know,
trying to ask is if on those front roofs where they're visible,
very
if we
visible.
can't straighten it up some. And what we straighten it up some is if they could all be in the same orientation and then the bottom edges line up. You may possibly lose a panel back there and possibly you could pick one up in the back. I don't know because I don't know what the dimensions are.
Right.
And then it's a little also hard to tell where they are exactly on the roof since the roof doesn't seem to be drawn in. So
Could you explain this a little more, what you mean by the roof isn't drawn in?
there is no roof drawn in. All there is lines. There is no, you can't, like, see here, the roof is drawn in, right? Here it's not. The roof here is here.
Gotcha.
There's no line.
Okay,
And if this roof is here, there's no line. In which case, and this dimension then is this 3 feet? It didn't look in that picture. I don't know, how far is this? You just can't see where the roof is.
okay. No, I understand now.
Yeah.
It's comparing this to this. I get it.
Yeah, these, you can see these dimension lines just go off into space somewhere, you
Right.
know?
Okay, so you need the roof redrawn and you need a different layout of the panels so they match.
We'd like to see
the
if you
same.
can't, yeah, see if you can't get them in the same orientation, whether you turn these this way or these this way.
Mhm.
You know, but have them be in the same orientation. This part should line up with this part.
Would it help if they pass by Dennis?
This is the-
Yeah,
Previous?
Dennis might be able to advise you on
This
what
is
you need for
access
access
way.
paths.
Yeah, thank you. I was taking some time. So on the roof on the left-hand side, right? We're
Yeah.
having that
So,
discussion
okay,
about
so
the
this
two
is
different
different.
heights.
one
Excuse me,
second.
he's giving you advice.
Sorry, sorry.
Go ahead, Dennis.
It might not be the advice that they want, but it's advice nonetheless. So on the two different roof lines that are in the front of the house, you have the accessibility on the right and the left, the access to the roof drawn out on the right and the left of the home,
Correct.
right? So on the right-hand side, you have your 3 feet. On the left-hand side, you have 3 feet. But in the center of the roof, you're showing that access as well. So if you wanted to move over, right, because you have those in portrait, not landscape, right? I think that's what Bill was getting at. If you were to eliminate that area based on your engineer, if he feels that eliminating partial of that and having the climb from the back of the roof, so fire services would need to use a ladder up there. There is something in the code that would give the allowance, but he needs to draw that out and execute it. So you could shrink the access route on the right, but once again, talk to your engineer. So your engineer, the design professional, to draw that out. So you could get landscape on the left-hand side and the same on the right. So if your access is in the center of the roof and you did one access that's in the center of the lower roof on the right-hand side, you would have one access, which would bring you all the way up to the ridge on both roofs and a step down from the roof from the right to the roof to the left, if you follow.
In other words, you don't need you're doubling up on it. And-
Right.
And you've got here, you need here and here, and then you need to be able to get across, but you don't necessarily need to be able to get up here and here and here and here. Right, you know,
There are too
so
many
the suggestion would be to have.
We
engineer
have
take
that
a
many
look at that.
volunteers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's not that many firemen.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
I think we're clear.
Okay, great, thank you.
thank you.
Okay.
We'll see you again.
We'll see you soon.
If you'd like to run it by me before the next meeting, that would be fine. So it'll be a little bit easier.
Dennis is the assistant
Following
building
meeting.
director. He's willing to take a look at it with you if you'd like him to check it if you have questions.
You mean after we do it again?
You can, yeah, you can
Yeah,
talk to him.
review
He's
it.
willing to, you can meet with him, call him, whatever, Dennis Drogan, and he can help you.
Dennis
with it if you-
Drogan, and we'll be able to find his information online?
Yeah, it'd be on the village website, Dennis
Okay.
Drogan with a D.
Thank
So see it
thank you,
written-
Dennis.
See it on the, there.
Very good. Okay.
Okay,
Appreciate it all.
Thank you.
okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, and now we're back to, the, 120 Osborne.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you for accommodating my slight delay. Appreciate the Flexibility. It was requested that we bring some pictures. I brought a stack of pictures.
This is the.
I'll look at them. I sent a link.
The neighbors, right? Your
Yeah, well,
pictures?
I have pictures of the site itself, which is the first 7 or 8 here, and then I have pictures of the neighbors. So if you guys want to look at these, you're welcome to put the comment.
Okay, sure. I understand.
So we sent a rendering.
Well,
We have-
let me, can I just ask a particular question, since this site is heavily wooded and you can't see it?
Correct.
Is there an existing house there? Is it an empty
There is
site?
no existing house there right now.
There
No.
is?
There is no house there.
I know
Okay,
house.
okay.
You can
so-
see the pictures of the site there. There's no one picture that really comprehensively shows it, but there's no, it's just an empty space.
Well, yeah, there's a picture.
Here's the existing site plan
A little hard to make out.
right now. You can see the trees with the black dots on the site plan.
Yeah.
Bring it a little closer. The trees with the black dots. And here's the proposed plan.
Mhm.
So right now, there's a bit of a driveway, there's some gravel and a sloped area where the driveway used to be,
Mhm.
but there's nothing on the site.
Mhm.
Okay,
And we're proposing a slightly different driveway to provide better visibility for the entrance.
so what happened to the trees? They're gone or
When they're in the footprint, here's the,
Ah, they are, you're keeping them?
well,
No,
we're only
they're
keeping a
getting-
couple.
they're getting-
Ah.
we're getting-
It's a very, if you look at it, the house is a majority of the site of the property. And
Yeah,
a lot of those
okay.
trees are right in the middle.
You have
Okay.
to, you have to replace trees now, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay,
All right,
so,
well, there's plenty of photos. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
and I think
thank
the neighbors' houses there's a variety of very pretty houses in the neighborhood. And this is a very simple, traditional looking design.
Mhm.
We do have drawings of the roof, and you can see the roof plans from the elevations.
Since there's a lot of people here, I presume they're interested in your house, so you should show
Yeah.
them too. If you wanted to, if
Yeah.
you all want to kind of
I'm gonna,
come where you could see.
yeah, come
better,
on, take a look at it if you
feel
want to.
free.
I'll answer your
Yeah.
questions in the context
Yeah.
of this discussion. These are the site plans and the drainage that was just designed and that was yesterday. And these are the construction drawings that show
No, we
the
have to go
the floor
down
plans and
there.
elevation. So I think that's probably what we're gonna spend most of our time talking about.
I mean, I
The
have.
drainage, put this one around and you can take a look at the drainage.
Oh, okay, I'll look.
The drainage was designed, for you guys' question. So here's the building, here's the new driveway, and this is the drainage system, so all the impervious surfaces drain and are collected in pavers and processed.
Yeah.
So it's a profile of it. Eventually, there's a whole system that processes the stormwater. So here's where the trench drain is, it collects it, brings it down to a storage type area, and that's brought by feeds it into this drainage at the bottom edge of the driveway, and then it ties into the storm drains on the street. Yeah, on our one.
When you say you're moving this, shall we ask questions?
Well, let's let him finish his presentation, and then we'll do let's see what he, and then we'll do the question and answer thing. I just thought it would be easier for you to be able to see from here.
Yeah, and you can stay up while I'm doing the presentation because it's really hard to see from back there. I'm not,
Yeah.
I'm not concerned about you, my personal space here. So just having in mind the site plan, the foundation plan is on 2 levels. There's a garage level and there's an unfinished basement below the main part of the house. It's a 44-foot by 54-foot building. The main house is 30 by 44 and the garage is another 24 feet wider than that. The main layout of the house is this an entry hall and an office at the front of the building with a living room space. It's very open plan. The kitchen went together at the back, and then a mud room that connects the garage space to the main quarters, living quarters of the house, and also has access to the backyard. There's a 2-story plan. It's really 2.5 stories because of the size of the garage, and there's an attic above. So upstairs are 3 bedrooms. There's a master bedroom suite, and then there's a walk-in closet and a bathroom. A nice hallway that connects it to the other 2 bedrooms, which then have access to a hallway bathroom. In over the garage is a bonus room with a bath and a closet and several closets in that space as well.
Bonus room is a room that could be a bedroom or an office.
Correct. It could be in either of those. Or an art space or any kind of, it has its own bathroom, as you can see over the garage.
What's the square footage of the house?
It's actually, I don't have the number off the top of my head. I think it's around 4,000 square feet. Just below 3,000. Are you including the garage in that? Livable space. Yeah, well, the garage, okay. All right, so just under 3,000 for the livable space, and the garage is another 24 by 24 garage space. The attic is unused. We have trusses for the roof structure. But there's also a storage area in the center of the trusses. They're designed with like an opening in the middle, so they can get attic access and put some storage up there, but it's not habitable space. It's not a finished space. So the elevations of the building, the south elevation is the one you drive up to. The garage is set a little lower than the main house, so the massing is sort of split up with very classic roof planes. The primary roofs are 9-on-12 and 7-on-12 for over the garage. We also have 12-on-12 for the gable ends on the sides. So you can see from the elevations, it's a very classic looking front of the house. The garage is set slightly back and has an overhanging bracketed top area where the roof comes down over it. And the bonus room is sort of in this dormer above the garage. We chose a very traditional design for the garage doors. The building itself, as you can see from the rendering, it's made to look like a classic traditional house in this region. Has a sort of vertical siding. The siding is vinyl and the trim is all vinyl. AZAC at the windows, and we have a fiberglass roof system, which is a 30-year shingle looking roof. So they're all very durable finishes that will provide very low maintenance for a long period of time. But they do resemble the wood and the traditional finishes that this house is like in the neighborhood. In terms of the other elevations, this is the front elevation. On the 2 sides, this is the west and the back side. This is looking at the garage from the side with the bracketed overhang. So this is about a 5-foot extension on the roof coming down off the bonus room. This is that dormer from the side. And here's the main mass of the house with the mudroom below and behind. And then this is the rear of the house. Garage is on the right. This is that view into the dining area, this window into the kitchen. And then we have the master bedroom upstairs with the master bath on this side. And then this is a section through the main mass of the house. The garage on the left, this is cutting across the house through the bonus room, which is down 2 steps from the main upper floor. So we have a usable basement, and then we have a kitchen and dining area. You see the large area of the house. And there's a lot of steps, I think about 9 steps, or sorry, 8 steps up from the garage floor up to the mudroom level, and another couple steps up to the main house. And that mudroom then steps out. There's a patio at the back, the site plan. And then there's, in terms of the entry condition, you go up the driveway, there's a little turnaround on the side, and there's a 2-car garage in front of you. So it's intended to be a very modern flow inside the house, but a very traditional appearance from the outside. That is very similar, like, if you look at the photos, that red building, 122, is right next door. It shares a lot of elements, massing with that building, which is set back behind the street. You see that in the photos from the property as well. 122 is the red one.
Red house in my packet.
Photo pile. Yeah, this is,
Right?
so this has got the gambrel. So this house is right next door, and you can also see it through the property.
Here,
It's okay,
I'll let you.
you got it.
Yeah.
You can see in the back of the building here through the trees. So you can see those houses from the neighbors. One's behind a fence. This is on one side with past the fence and the other direction. So if you look at the neighborhood houses, there's quite a range of styles. And this is actually right next door neighbor of it, very flat and boxy. We're at least providing a lot of depth and different roof masses and so forth with what we're proposing. There's another neighboring house. So it's straightforward in terms of the design. The construction materials, we have vinyl siding, as I said, and that gray, white, black, traditional looking, sort of New England looking facade is what we're going for. So that's my spiel. I'm open to any of your questions.
Have you been to zoning? Have you got zoning
Yes, we
approval?
got through zoning and we got through, actually, I'm sorry. Do we need to go through
Oh,
zoning?
you didn't need zoning.
I don't think we needed
I don't
zoning.
know. I'm only asking them because there's normally zoning information here is,
Yeah, that was on our other site plan.
it's not on here. So, yeah.
You just need hard.
Yeah, you meet the setback requirements and the area for the property. and
Okay,
so forth.
I couldn't tell. That was why I was asking.
The zoning schedule here.
Yeah.
R5.
Yeah.
So we're close.
But even this doesn't show the FAR.
Yeah, the FAR is the second item there. 0.35. I'm sorry, I can't read it upside down this way. Sorry. The FAR. It's not on that. It's on my drawing. It's on the cover sheet there. The
Well,
FAR
this says
is-
FAR is required 0.35, proposed 0.191, but it
Right.
doesn't, but I was just, I was, interested in the building height. The 26-foot building height is to where?
That is to this middle of the roof.
Middle of the roof.
Yeah, if we are
The
not
main
here.
roof.
Somewhere.
I think the section is probably easiest to see.
This trying to, I'm struggling a little bit to.
Here's the
to
drawing that
visualize
shows the
it
main
in
roof
space.
height. So this is the main entrance, and the garage is here. This is the main roof height calculation, 27 foot from the grade.
And the total is.
So the ridge is 33.6.
Okay, from the average grade.
Yeah.
Right. And, okay.
That's
And
page 8.
yeah, and there's the garage, I mean, the basement is uninhabitable, right?
The basement is unfinished.
It doesn't even have any
The
windows.
garage is slab on grade. And the basement space.
It has no windows, so it's,
Correct.
yeah, not habitable.
Chair Board, if I may, so the basement is under grade,
Correct.
right? It's unfinished that I can see. The roof line is conforming. There's no window in the attic. You have that one vent space. That's what it looks like, unless that's a window. It's just not
There's a
indicated
skylight.
very well.
There's a skylight. Into the master.
Okay,
Here,
so
and there is
either way,
skylights.
that's fine. That will pick up on the plan review, so that's not. My question is, in the table, right? Everything just blinked on me. Excuse me. In the layout, right? On A1, you have the zoning information chart. You do have your FAR at 0.35, 0.19 is conforming, so you're under that. You don't have the breakdown of what the first floor, the second floor, I know it's hard because it's a split level.
So during the plan review, I'd like to see that. But are you including the garage in your FAR?
Yes. We are.
Okay, so that's there. So later on, the building department, I would like to have a better a better zoning informational chart at the time of review. But as for the elevations and heights and the egress windows, everything looks like it's very well thought out. Chair.
Yes. And yeah, and you're coming at it from the, does it comply in every way? I was a little bit also trying to come at to what is this, how does this actually look in massing? Because it's a little hard to visualize that,
So in terms of massing, it's sort of at the top of this little zone. This is probably your best way to get at that issue. Yeah. You look at the site plan, and the contours are pretty level at that area. So it's not really a steep slope around it. So you're really kind of looking up at the whole thing. So that main view of the house from any direction is of that facade from the driveway. And then this neighbor here really has the most. So they're kind of looking catty corner at the back and the east side. But so this, in terms of roof planes, you've got your main roof here, truss, a large mass, and you have this one coming into it this way.
Can you sort of sketching the roof planes there, if you would? That's
what I'm doing. And then there's the dormers here, and then you've got the mudroom down below. So this main roof is actually that. This is the mudroom, which is lower and cuts in there. So what you'll really see is this main roof from that side. You see the main, it's the eastern facade. And then you'll see the back of the house. And then from the front, you'll see the two step behind. So that's really what you'll experience in terms of the massing. I'll draw.
It's not like that. No, it's like this. The side, the garage roof doesn't intersect the main roof.
No, it goes under it. Am I drawing wrong? Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. It's lower. You're right. It's lower. You're right. I'm sorry. You're correct. It's exactly like that.
Yes, it's like this.
okay. Well,
this kind of cut in now.
No, I understand. That's good. Yeah.
This triangle's wrong.
Okay, that makes a little bit more sense.
So this is large, and this one wins. This big box wins.
No, I understand. It clearly wins in my mind.
Yeah, I was having a little trouble record. I was going to ask you to see this because I thought that, wait a minute. Yeah, because this is your main view here.
And that's lower down. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay.
My first line was off.
Okay.
My only feeling about it is I think you should consider changing the direction at some portion on that front facade. That's my taste. I think it's a lot of vertical and it actually makes it look a little dull.
Change the direction of which?
You say it's typical to the neighborhood, but actually most of horizontal siding, and then there's, homes that mix up the horizontal and the vertical. I think personally that would have a slightly higher aesthetic to not have it all just vertical, but that's my taste. I think the roof mass is really large. I understand it's set back, but I think you might. But again, that's aesthetic. I'm not gonna reject it.
This is a modular home?
Correct.
Yeah, so I think you kind of the boxes come as the boxes come.
Well, it's cost effective in terms of trying to maximize the value of the home and.
Okay. I mean, it's like I'm not gonna stop it on that. It just seems to me it's a lot of vertical and it accents the amount of mass that's sitting on top of the house. But
I think you have a good point.
but if that's the way it comes modular, like I'm not gonna say no.
I'm pretty sure you could get it modular with the boards the other way.
We could change the direction in here if you wanted to.
Well,
or even go to more of a.
I think you're just locked into having these boxes.
Yes, yeah.
And the boxes do look.
Personally, I think it would be aesthetically better if there was some variation of all that siding as you move through 3 plans.
Right.
Because there's such a big flat facade, But
like what you'd say a lot of people would probably do is have it be horizontal on the first and second floor and vertical on
on a panel.
Like this picture.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, like exactly. I mean, again, like if, are you the owners? I mean, if they're really stuck, if they're really set on keeping it the way it is, I'm not gonna say no. I think it would have more interest visually if it had some breakup of all that vertical. But again, that's my taste. It's not, I'm not gonna reject it on that basis. Yeah.
Have you been on the street?
Yeah, I walk that street all the time. I live on Florence.
Oh, okay, then you know that the corner of Sherman Avenue and Osborne Avenue has a house very similar. And it was there before.
Would that be this one?
I'll bring it over.
Not their house.
This one?
Other one. No, that's on the corner, no.
Oh. I can't remember all the houses. I walked there.
My point is that it's a matter of personal taste. I think it's beautiful, but the house on, there is a house on the street very similar with, and they put it recently, it wasn't that way.
Yeah, it's again, like I'm not rejecting it.
Yeah, I think
I'm
what,
just saying is I just personally, I think.
what he was saying is, I think, ma'am.
Well, she's not the owner, right?
I know. That he thought this maybe would be, which breaks it up a bit, which is their own, the advertising of the people who make the siding. Maybe that looks a little more attractive than having it all be vertical, that's all.
Yeah, so I understand your concern with it being vertical. I did speak to Eric and the team about that in regards to the vertical look. We want more of the vertical look, but not entirely. So according to the manufacturer, the board and batten vinyl siding is limited to the length in which it could be from up to down. So it's about 12 feet. And after that 12 feet, there's a horizontal break between the first and second floor. So it's not like the entire length of the house. Going from up to down is going to be completely vertical. There are going to be some horizontal breaks. I believe there's two. And then there's going to be, I don't know how you describe this, Eric, this like break.
This is what we see,
Attic that also adds another dimension.
No, I see. No, I'm aware of all that. I'm aware of all. Yeah, no. I'm aware of all that. And again, like, I'm not rejecting it. If this is the way you want to go, I'm not going to say no. I'm just offering an opinion that I think would have more interest.
And I would share that opinion. I think this picture kind of sums it up. That this to me also looks a little bit more attractive, having, some of the horizontal. But again, I think we're also saying that if you really love it that way, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
I don't think it's so terrible that it's going to ruin property values or anything. So I don't think we would reject it on that. I think we're just making our own personal comment.
Can I ask the board something though?
Yeah.
If we accept it the way it is, and next week they think about it and they want to change the siding on one to horizontal, one section, would they have to come back, right? Because it's not changing the mass or anything. I personally am good with that, but.
Whatever Dennis says.
Dennis?
Yeah, Dennis would have to agree to that. But I mean, we can say it. Is that
So
okay?
Yeah, Chair, if, first, the Village of Mamaroneck doesn't ask for a siding permit, right?
Right.
If you approve this application the way it stands, I don't think that that's a problem. If it is a new house, they can file an amendment to change one side. I don't think that it would be over I hope it won't be over $10,000 for the homeowner. So that wouldn't trigger BAR for an amendment, right? So because the house is not built, it would require an amendment.
Yeah.
I don't think they would have to come back and see you. And, if we want to note that now, I think that would be a good idea to just make a remark saying that this side may be a change. And anyone that's present in the meeting can speak upon that now to save the homeowner, the neighbors, and the board time on this
Well, bear
matter.
in mind, it's only the board that has suggested that. The
Yeah,
homeowners have not shown
exactly.
particular much
I'm just
interest
trying to
in it.
give them, since we put it out there, I want to give them the option of not having to come back to us if they think about it with their architect and decide if they want to make some small cosmetic changes to the front.
Can I ask a clarifying question on the option? So if we decided to change these two planes to horizontal and left that vertical and the garage vertical, you'd be okay with that? Yeah. And how about if we conversely decide to keep these all vertical and change this to horizontal? You'd be okay with that?
I would.
Yeah.
So those two options we know are in the ballpark of
Yeah.
what you guys would be happy to see.
Yeah.
Changes.
And I think we're not gonna, nothing bad is gonna happen if you leave it. as
We leave it
is.
just the way it is.
Yeah. I think we're only saying it would be more attractive. That's all.
That's very good feedback. Thank you.
I have another question.
Yeah.
And it's concerning all the different angles.
Mhm,
And like, for instance, the front facade,
mhm.
you have it there?
Here it is.
Okay. You have the big volume, the big, it's 9 to 12.
Yep.
Then you
All the different
have,
roof pitches.
yeah, what did I say?
Well, the reason is
Volume.
the
Oh,
dormer.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I
roof
understand.
pitches.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The reason is the dormer is so wide here, we couldn't keep it as steep as we wanted it because it would go too high. But we want the dormer wide for functionality of the space. It really opens up the whole
Okay.
space.
All right, so between 9 and 12 and 7 and 12, if you
Mhm.
go 9 and 12, you get higher than the,
This would be too high. This guy would be,
yeah, no, that.
out of
I'm not
control.
saying making that one. Yeah, I'm not saying making this one then.
Uh-huh.
I think this is fine. 9
Yeah.
to 12,
Okay.
pretty standard.
You're asking
No, I
whether
was
we
asking-
create that having the same pitch on the two-
Right.
two roofs
So
at
if
the
you
same time.
lower this, yeah, I'm thinking about this pitch, and this
Mhm,
pitch as
mhm.
well. I don't know what that one
Like
is.
this.
right. The challenge,
Yeah.
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 I hear exactly, I understand the feedback. It's a challenging
that's what
thing
I'm
because
saying.
of the condition. If we got
Yeah.
the pitch there, we'd be encroaching on the windows and the windows line up with the spaces behind.
Okay, do you know
This is-
what is that pitch? Matching this one at least?
I think it's a
Something
7 on
like-
12 also. Yes, 7, I think those
7
are
and
both 7
12?
on 12.
Okay, yeah, because in real, when things, I
Right.
understand there's a drastic change here. And
Yeah.
that one doesn't affect anything, so
Well,
that's fine.
Yep.
The 12 to 12.
Mhm.
And then you have the 12 and 5 here too.
Right. Well, he's the
Could that-
mudroom. He's like that shed feel
Yeah,
addition
it's
on the
like a
back.
shed. I know, I understand, yeah.
Backside.
Okay, I was just concerned about the front. the
Yeah,
all different
so when you
small-
see those two, they'll
pictures.
match, and this one's intended to sort of go back to the
Okay,
classical
all
appearance.
right.
I didn't want to make the main one 7 on 12, because I think it cheapens the look of the house. I just like the grandeur of the pitch.
Yeah,
but-
no, this is a nice page. Okay, thank you.
But
I mean, ultimately, it is a very good looking home, right?
Thank
I mean,
you.
I do want to say that.
Yeah.
our goal is to make it cost
But I
effective.
do,
and
I
usable.
agree.
Maybe
yeah,
also
that-
on this side.
Andrew brought that up. I like
No,
that.
I think that's a very good point.
Yeah. with all the-
Well, I want to say something else about it, that sometimes when homes are built, and we're seeing them here, later, when they are starting to be built, you realize the mass a little more than we realize when we're
Well,
in
that's why I
here.
was struggling
Yeah.
before, because I wasn't, it's a little hard to visualize it. in
And
space,
it can
but
be
that's
surprising, so
You're saying too big?
I like the idea of
No, I
breaking
just-
it up
it's
if you
hard to
could, I think.
visualize. You've got this
Yeah, with the
thing
change in
here
the
and
siding.
I think your
it's like
neighbors
on the
might be
site plan,
happier
you know,
later.
There isn't a 3D rendering. It's
Prevent them
just
from
sort of
building
like,
that fence right off the bat.
What is this really gonna look like?
Right.
Well, it can surprise you once it's being built, really.
Yeah.
It's one thing to see it
Anyway,
here.
do any of you people who come here
Mhm.
have questions? or
Yes.
comments?
Thank you. First of all, just because I peeked at my phone for any interested parties, the Yankees are losing 3-2.
Oh.
3-10?
3-2.
The Yankees are losing.
What inning?
3-2 is okay.
Thank you for that.
I'm David Ruthiser from 1424 Sherman, which is on the corner of Sherman and Osborne. Essentially, because of the way Osborne curves around, half of our house is across the street from the property. I'll simply say the Gilchers who live in the adjacent property and have sold this lot, and to our neighbors, like, I hope each of you understand that we're here just protecting our interests and the interest of, frankly, our neighbors that are both essentially downhill from this property. I guess I would like to understand. I'm not a water expert, but this much I know. If we cut down a lot of trees and we put a property where there is currently woods, we are likely to see more water downhill. And I'd like to just understand what assurances we can have to make sure that that's not going to happen in our 26 years in the property. Like much of the Mine, there's been a dramatic escalation of flooding. And in our home,
Right.
in our neighbors directly across the street, also on the corner of Sherman and Osborne. And again, anything coming off this property is coming straight down to our property and the one across the street.
Okay, so I'm happy to address that question. So when you're welcome to come up and take a look at this even further as I talk about it, but we mentioned that there is treatment, and we just went out of the Coastal Wetlands Commission where we got all this approved. We had several rounds of that. When this property was subdivided, there was a whole plan designed for that purpose to make sure the water treatment was dealt with. On a site like this, and these are pictures of the property, you can probably get to your pictures in a second if you pay to do this, but it's pretty much like a grassy open field area with some trees around it. And yes, we're cutting down a number of trees that are actually in the footprint. They're clustered here, and there's this 30-inch tree right there, so that's a large one. What the trees do is they slow down the process. The rain comes, the tree absorbs it. Yeah.
So the existing driveway is right here. In the proposed driveway.
Is it right here? It's right next to it. It's the same thing. It's curved to help the sightlines. It brings you out toward this corner closer, so you can see down the hill and you don't get sideswiped. That's the idea of it.
Isn't that all rocks? Like
Yeah,
rock
we
area?
gotta blast and we're gonna cut through the hump here and deal with it.
But you're not allowed to blast.
No, we're not.
Okay, well, that's the word you
I was
use.
waiting for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him.
But there's rock removal in the project. To make this profile happen here, they drive lane and we're cutting out the rock to make the sight lines better as they're going down to the roadway. But really, what the design is meant to do is this entire area ties into the storm drainage system, it collects all that water and stores it. Most of the impact you have in a storm situation is the timing of the water flow. And right now, we're slowing it down by putting it into collecting chambers and then distributing it down into the storm system. So there's actually a delay in the process that's been engineered into this to help that offset the peak impact.
I'm not
of the rain.
aware that the strips were done, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Because we did one and then they, and.
Yeah, that design just got
So,
approved
the other
yesterday.
thing I want to say,
Could I
is
just-
they're across the street and down, and the house above them. They're cut from that, so the water there is different from our side of the street, no one there never flooded, they've got a sewer.
Where are you talking about? Down here?
Well, I live in the red house next door.
Yeah, right here.
And that whole side of the street doesn't flood.
Right.
So,
Well, also, I'll just say that when we flooded, it's come up. It's not coming in. It's coming
From
stormwater.
stormwater.
It's coming from the water table. So I'm
Right.
worried that this is
So-
gonna raise the water
I can
table.
definitely speak to that. So when we initially designed this, there's two different water treatment systems you could have. One, the more common one is a Coltech barrel system, where basically you absorb the water from the new impervious ground, because like you said, it was previously pervious, we're making it impervious. It goes into the chamber and then it percolates through the soil, and then that makes the soil more damp, and it could definitely cause your problem. But because of the amount of rock, there's not enough soil to absorb that water. So with the multiple revisions we've had with the Harbor Coastal, we designed a system where not only is it absorbing it through the tank, but then it's filtered through the street into the street storm water system. So to answer your main concern about water coming up from the soil and even going upstream, it really would not be affected by this design for that reason with the storm water. Additionally, we had to meet criteria for a 100-year flood, what's it called? 100-year flood.
Yeah.
So that basically means the amount of volume of rainfall in the period has to be like a 100-year storm. So we're at.
We've had two of those.
We've had two of
in
those.
25 years. So that's
Welcome
the,
to the
I
future.
hate, I hate to say that, but.
So the first thing is we're not changing the water table negatively with this
Yes,
design.
so, but again, so the water, I'm just curious, I realize this architectural review board may not be the expert.
We're off topic.
Right.
No.
I know,
this
Would
is not
it
engineers.
be your experience that a remediation system like this is gonna be effective?
Yeah, well, some of us are
I have zero
architecture geeks,
idea.
but yes, I mean, the idea here is not, there's the same amount of water falling, right? And it's gonna run off. It's got, the question is, is slowing it down so it doesn't flood. If it takes it, a couple of days to run out, that's different than if it takes it in half an hour. And all these systems are designed to slow it down. And
Chair, if I may interrupt.
yeah,
Chair. This is more of the engineering and the building department to respond to those type of questions. So Bill is touching on something, but all that will be worked out. When the subdivision was done, was planning aware of the structure that was going to be built in the place that it is existing right now?
I can speak to that as well.
So yes.
when
That's
it
for
was
the architect to answer.
this is the owner's.
when the initial
So
subdivision.
when the subdivision.
He can't hear you.
You gotta come up here.
Oh, okay.
He's the camera's up there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I'm the
He's up there.
Wait.
He's in a little round up there.
He's the fellow in Helvetica.
Above the doorway.
And where's your microphone?
I have no idea.
I'll just talk
This
loud.
is his microphone.
Okay.
So if you're here and you're
Yeah.
looking that way.
All right.
you're talking like this.
before.
So back in 2018, when the initial subdivision was made, they had to design a house. And for that house, they had to create a SWIP to deal with stormwater and management and dealing with the runoff. And that was back in 2018. And when they got the Harbor Coastal Commission approval, it was with the caveat being, if the house and the design is not exactly like what was approved, back in 2018 and 2019, we have to go back to the Harbor Coastal Commission. Because our house is slightly different, we went back to the Harbor Coastal beginning in April. And we've had a lot of back and forth with our engineer and also the village consultant engineer to make sure that we meet all the requirements for the SWIP and we do not negatively impact the runoff to our neighbor's property, because that's the last thing we want to do. But to answer your main question, did we get approval? We just got that yesterday. And was the approval when the subdivision was initially started back in 2018 and completed in 2020? It was.
Okay, so I'm aware of Harbor Coastal because I sit with that board too. This is my favorite board if I have to choose between the two. But when you went for the subdivision in the planning board, right? How long ago was that?
That was not me. That would be our neighbors who did that process back in 2018, 2019. I do not know all the details. I mean, I read through all the minutes of all those meetings over the months and years, but I don't know that specific answer.
Okay, great. So that will touch on later on. So if Harbor Coastal and Kellard Sessions or the village engineer, whoever did the review, is content with the system, then the system is built adequately for the rainwater collection and storage and dissipation of that water coming from that roof line. Later on, when in the building permit process, it will be reviewed again. So the building department, as of right now, if it's gone through the boards, the liaison to the engineer or the village engineer has reviewed this project. Things have changed from 2019. We now have a new building code that was in 2020. It is somewhat consistent to the old code for stormwater, but that will be looked at during the course of the review of the building permit application. So I have no worries about the stormwater, and we'll review that later. Something I would like to touch on is the placement of the home, right? You meet all the setbacks and all the requirements. So zoning is not an issue. If we go to the rear rendering of the home, we can see that there's a step out from that door. Is it 8 inches? Is it 10 inches? It looks like there's 2 steps going in. If it is the desire of the homeowner later on to assemble or build a deck in the rear, forward thinking, his setback is only allowing a very minimal to build the deck in the placement of where the home is currently. If the home could be in the front of the house, you have ample space, right? To meet the setback. So just some thinking about the placement of the actual home in accordance with the existing zoning code in place. If that's part of the wish list, just know that if they were to construct a deck or a secondary structure in the rear would require zoning, because the setbacks would not be made. A garden shed, a 6x6 and everything, that's perfectly fine. But anything that's going to require a structure or a cement pad, it would have to go to zoning. If it's a dry lay patio, then there's no issue. But please put that in consideration as before you come back to my department. All right.
Thank you, Dennis. Yep. Just the point of information, we were concerned about that issue. The driveway is what really drove the location of the house and why it is set back where it is, to make that driveway come up at a reasonable pitch and then level off and taper into the garage itself. If we put it any closer, it starts to be an excessive driveway slope that's gonna, be a problem. That's why it is where it is. It's actually a pretty tight site for this. All the work
It is.
out.
I'm familiar with the property. It's a nice property.
Yeah.
Also on the renderings, we're gonna need what the lot coverage is and the impervious surface ratio overall at the time of plan review, please.
We'll have all that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I just want to say
Thank
thanks
you,
for a
Dennis.
couple of minutes. Well, it's a beautiful house. Welcome to the neighborhood. We look forward to having lots of
So we have to still vote, though.
Yeah, we have to vote.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, hi, nice seeing you.
We can
Nice
still
seeing you.
vote no.
How's Pam, good? Family good? Good.
Okay.
Great.
All right. So somebody make the motion
I make a motion.
and somebody.
I'll second it.
Okay, Cindy.
Yes.
Yvonne.
Yes.
Yeah.
Andrew.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. All right. Well,
All right.
good luck and
Enjoy your home.
enjoy your home.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
And very good suggestions too. We
And
appreciate
enjoy
it.
the next spring.
Thank you for your presentation.
Getting it built.
Very thorough.
Okay.
How long does it take to construct this house? Then if it's
It's fast.
what?
It's fast.
Yeah, that's.
This point, since we lost the entire summer, it's gonna be next spring.
I live around the.
At this
You do
point.
have to pour a foundation.
The foundations are like normal, but with the foundations are on site
the-
concrete. Yeah, all the foundation stuff is just like normal construction. But the rest of it comes on trailers and lands together and it's all factory finished, so it's very quick.
Incredible.
And then there's trusses above. and it's-
So you're gonna start in spring.
well, we'll see. I think that's the point.
Cycle then, I think.
Gotta get through Dennis.
Away. Yeah, good luck. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Bye. We're gonna officially adjourn now. Okay.
Are we?
Bye,
Okay.
thank you. Good luck. Thank you.
All right, we're going to adjourn. Somebody motion to adjourn here.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
I vote yes. Okay.
Okay, I'm going.
Yeah, goodbye.
Yeah. Gotta go.